In this lesson, you're going to learn what variables and expressions are in mathematics. Math works as a language with words and symbols that work just like Spanish or English or any other language. The first word here, the first vocabulary, is variable. A variable is a letter that stands for an unknown number. The reason why it's called a variable is because its value may change depending on the situation. For example, here the variables are x and y. The other two elements in this expression are called constants. Numbers are generally known as constants. The reason why they're called constant is because, as the name indicates, it never changes, it's constant. 2 will always be 2. 3 will always be worth 3. In this particular case, as the 2 multiplies the x, it is no longer called a constant, even though its value is constant. It is called a coefficient. Algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is a sentence written in a mathematical language. For example, 2x plus 3 equals y. That's an algebraic expression. P over 2 minus 8. That's an algebraic expression. X, y, z is an algebraic expression. And negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac is also called a mathematical expression. Note that in the very first example, 2x plus 3 equals y, that expression is also called an equation because it contains the equal sign. Factors. Factors are quantities that are being multiplied. 2 times x, 2 times x, 2 parentheses x also means 2 times x, parentheses 2 parentheses x equals 2 times x, parentheses 2x also means 2 times x. There are many different ways of writing multiplications or writing factors. Depending on the situation, you are going to use one of these methods, because they are more suitable in some problems than others. 2x plus 1 inside of the parentheses, 3x minus 8 inside of parentheses. That means that the first quantity, 2x plus 1, is multiplied by the second quantity, 3x minus 8. 2x plus 1 is one factor, and 3x minus 8 is another factor. You will notice that if two terms are next to one another without a plus or minus sign between them, they are called factors, always. Look at the example at the bottom of the page. 2x. 2 and x do not have anything between them, so they're factors, 2 times x. 3x parentheses negative 8. This is still a factor because the negative sign is inside of the parentheses. So this means 3x times negative 8. On the right side, these are not factors because the constants and the variables are separated by plus or minus signs. 2 plus x is an addition. 3 plus x minus 8 is an addition. Product. The product is the result of a multiplication or the multiplication itself. 2 times x equals y. That's a product. 2x plus 1, parentheses, 3x minus 8, parentheses, equal 10. That is a product. The product of the first amount, 2x plus 1, we don't know what it is, multiplied by 3x minus 8. We still don't know what it is. We just know one thing, that they are equal to 10 when you multiply them. xy equals z, that is also a product. So notice that y, 10, and z are the products of factors 2x, 2x plus 1, 3x minus 8, and xy respectively. Power or exponent is the number of times that a quantity is multiplied by itself. The key word here is itself. It cannot be another number. First example, a to the first power is equal to a. In mathematics, if the power is 1, we never write it. A to the second power means a times a. A is multiplied by itself 2 times. A to the third power is equal to a times a times a, etc., etc. Here again, you pay attention. The number of multiplications is equal to the power. A power or an exponent is basically a short way of writing a multiplication of the same value by itself. 2 to the first power equals 2. 2 to the second power equals 2 times 2, that's 4. 3 to the third power is equal to 2 times 2 times 2, and that's equal to 8. To evaluate means to say how much something is worth. Evaluate 2 plus 2. The value of that is 4. Evaluate 2x plus 3 if x equals 7. The value of that in this particular condition, x equals 7, is 2 times 7 plus 3. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 3 equals 17. So the value of that expression in this particular condition is 17. And here are some words that occur very frequently in mathematics. On the left side you have the English, and on the right side you have the mathematical operation that those words require. Plus, more than, we'll review that one later. Increase, augment, all of those words call for an addition to be performed. Less than, that particular one will be reviewed later also. Minus, decrease, all of those call for a subtraction to be performed. Times, multiply, factor, product, all of those call for a multiplication to be performed. And finally, by, per, for, divided, fraction, quotient, shared, all of those words call for a division to be performed. Of course, you have to be very careful about the context in which these words appear, because the context, the situation described in your word problem may change the meaning of the word ever so slightly sometimes, but it changes the operation that needs to be performed. You have to be very careful when you see the word than in a phrase. For example, on the left side, in English, 4 plus a number, the mathematical operation would be 4 plus n. The order in the mathematical operation follows the order of the language. 4 less a number, 4 minus n. Here again, the order of the mathematical operation follows the order in the language. The third example is a bit different. It says 4 less than a number. You will notice that in the mathematical operation, the order is changed. N minus 4. The word than indicate that you had that number before you took away 4. In general, the order of the numbers and variables follow the same order of the words in the English sentence, but there are exceptions, such as the one above. And the reason is, when you see the word than, it means that you already knew about that particular number. If I say I have $10 more than Johnny, for me to be able to say that, I need to know firsthand how much Johnny had. before I can say how much more I have. If I say I have less money than you, let's say you have $10, and I say I have $6 less than you, I have to know already how much you had before I can say I have less than you. So this is the end of this very short presentation. If it helped you, please subscribe and give me a like. Thank you.